to my channel. For today's video... Are you done? Sit down, please. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an in-depth brow tutorial. Every time I do my eyebrows, I end up doing them off camera because it kind of takes too long and it's going to be way too much to add in. I wanted to get this video out so that in the next video and the previous videos, you guys will know how I achieve my eyebrows. So I'm going to bring my mirror up close and I'm just going to pluck out any hairs. I don't do this every time I do my eyebrows, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it. So when you're plucking hairs out, you want to go pretty far away from your actual eyebrow shape. So I'm going to do the same thing to the top. And I'm actually growing my eyebrows out right now because my birthday is coming up, and if you know, you know, I'm wolfing my eyebrows so that they can be long, or they can be a little bit more full by my birthday. I'm about to put my headphones in because it's too silent. Like I can't do this. Okay, so next I'm gonna brush my eyebrows up with the spoolie. Just get them all in the same direction. And now I'm gonna be taking this Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. I used to use a pomade, but I don't know, sometimes that just is a little bit too time consuming, and this is just easier, like when you're getting ready for class, you're getting ready for work. Luckily this has a spoolie on it too, and this one is a little bit harder so it can blend the product in better rather than this one. This one is way soft, so that's kind of a key tip too. You want to make sure when you're blending the product in, you're using a harder spoolie, because the smoother ones, or like the softer ones, will get the product everywhere and that's just going to get messy. So first I like to line the bottom of my brow. So literally I'm just going to draw the line on where I want, or how I want the shape to look. Not necessarily where, but how. And then when I draw that line, I like to make it a little bit thick, especially towards the tail, because I'm not going to draw on top of it again. So when we're doing the bottom line, you want to start like right here and then just make that line super thick until the tail, like that. So now we're going to brush it up and sideways, not all up, but we're going to brush it up in the same direction where you want the hair to go. So we're going to brush up here up, the middle part kind of diagonal, and then the down hairs, or the tail hairs, down. Now we're going to go on top, and instead of drawing a line on top, we're going to draw small lines going in the same direction as the hair, if that makes sense. So let me show you. These are lines, but it's not like one straight line like how we did on the bottom. We're doing small lines going in a downward direction towards the same direction of the hair. I am terrible at explaining this. This is why I don't do my eyebrows on camera, because I'm literally terrible at explaining this. It's so crazy. We're gonna put these down. We're not touching up here, and we're not gonna touch the arch yet. It's just for the middle part we're gonna go down. So we get it really full like how we want it to. And then for the arch, I'm literally gonna bring all the hairs down. So like completely down, so that we can draw our own arch, because sometimes the hairs get directly in the way. And you're just gonna brush it up, see if you like it. If you don't, then just do it all over again. Brush them down and keep filling in until you get the shape that you want. Okay, so now for the beginning of your eyebrow, you kind of want to keep those hairs in the front because that's what makes it look more natural and that's what gives it that gradient look. So instead of actually drawing the hairs, we're literally just going to take the product from down here and bring it up. So you want to start moving your spoolie up and then bringing the product towards the front. And you see how that kind of like, I don't know if you could tell, but I promise you, that literally just brought the product up in the beginning of your eyebrow so that you don't have to draw on. Because sometimes when you draw on, it just makes it look way too thick and way too harsh. And we do not want Sharpie eyebrows. This shape works really well for me. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, and then I'm going to come back so we can conceal it. Okay, after I finish the other brow, now I'm going to take some e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara and put all of my eyebrows in place, like exactly where I want them. So I want these to go up, these to go over, and these to go down, just like we did with the spoolie, but now this has product on it, and it's just going to help those brows stay in place where we want them to go. I like to do this before concealing. I do it a little bit after too. But I like to do this before concealing because I find that if you do it after concealing, you kind of put yourself at risk of putting the concealer in your eyebrow, and that is not what we want. So now I'm going to take this angle brush and I'm going to take my NYX foundation. I like to use foundation instead of concealer. One, because concealer dries up a little bit too quick, and foundation just works better because it's the exact color as your skin. So I'm just going to gather a little bit of product on my angle brush, not a lot at all. And I'm going to place it where I want it to go. So I'm going to literally line my eyebrows, but I'm not going to conceal right under them yet. Simply because I don't like to take the product. I'm going to actually show you, see if I can anyway. So when you take a lot of product and you put it where you want it to go, that kind of, if you could see, like, it's just way too much product right by your eyebrow. So then when you're concealing, again, you risk getting the concealer in your eyebrow, and that's not what we want. So when you put it, let me take that off. So when you put it down here, you're just able to build it up rather than putting it directly where you want it to, because that's just way too much product near your eyebrow. And now I'm just going to take the product that I have down here and blend it up. Then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eyebrow. I don't like to conceal on top of them yet, just because sometimes you will conceal on top of it and then this one will be way too thinner than the other one. So I like to do the bottom and then go on the top. Okay, so after we've concealed the bottom of our eyebrows, we're not really going to take much more product on our brush. We're kind of going to use what we already have unless we need it. And then we're going to go and conceal the top. So when I'm concealing the top of my eyebrow, I do not start from right here. I literally start from maybe almost half of my brow, but I don't like to start right here. That just makes my eyebrows look way too boxy, and I don't like that. I like a natural brow. So I'm gonna start like right here. And then sometimes I don't take the line and just go directly down. Sometimes I have to do the tail first, and then I'll see how it looks, and then I can bring it together, because sometimes if you go like this, you might make your tail too skinny. This is literally the foolproof way to do your eyebrows. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing to the other brow. Okay, so now that I've got them kind of where I want them to be in terms of shape, I'm going to take this Real Techniques blending brush and blend all that concealer out. Okay, so now we have this really straight line like in the beginning of our eyebrows. I personally do not like that, so I'm going to take this brush and literally touch over it just a little bit to break that line up. I don't know if you can tell a difference between this one and this one, but that line is just like no longer there. So then I'm going to take like a beauty blender or something. It doesn't have to be wet. And this is just going to help take some of that product away. Because sometimes we just like to do our eyebrows alone. We don't want to have on any foundation or anything. So this is just going to erase some of that product from our face. Okay, now back in with that clear mascara. I'm going to take that and literally just take the tip of it and brush the front eyebrow hairs up, just the ones in the front. Alright, I'm just gonna add some lashes and some highlights. So just vibe out to the music and I'll be back at the end. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for visiting, and make sure you subscribe on your way out. And if you're coming back, what's up, what's popping? If you haven't already, make sure you like and comment on this video. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.